All right. There we go. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to my video of what I'm going to bring, my pack list to the Himalayas. So just want to mention, first of all, that, you know, we all have different needs. So we're all going to have, you know, women have different needs compared to men. So only we will know what to bring, right? So, I mean, it's great to watch YouTube videos and, you know, gain insights to some of the most important things that we need to bring. But, you know, we know what we need to pack. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you what I have. I'm going to take with me. So I want to start off by saying that I have the Kite 46 women's backpack, Offspring. I thought that I can purchase it in the Philippines for much cheaper, but I bought this for 180 bucks at REI, and really, I mean, it's the same price in the Philippines. This has got some really good specs. Two of my favorite things about this backpack is they have this zipper which gives you access right into the middle rather than, you know, opening the top and taking everything out. So that's a good, that's a highlight spec. Another thing with this backpack is it has a rain cover right underneath to protect your gears. Not all backpacks have that, so that's definitely a highlight for this gear. I have my sleeping bag in here already. My sleeping bag is 30 degrees and below. I feel that that's enough for me, because when I get up to the tea houses, they're gonna provide blankets for you. And, you know, I brought 2 emergency blankets with me. And, you know, with the clothes, with the layer of clothes I'm wearing, I'm sure I'll be okay. I just want to share a little story about this backpack. For me, it's really important to know who makes my backpack, and sort of also knowing a little history of where it came from. So, Offspring, I believe, well, his name is Mike. I think his last name is Foten Hager. I'm not sure. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, Mike. But his story is that, you know, when he was a kid, him and his dad were carrying backpacks that were really uncomfortable, and he was really unhappy with it. So, you know, with the help of his mother, she taught him how to sew, and, you know, he learned and he developed his first fitted backpack when he was 16 years old. And after that, he launched his little retail business in Santa Cruz in front of the house that he's renting, right? So, you know, people would come by word of mouth and actually, you know, get fitted for their backpack. And yeah, I think that's a really interesting, you know, story. It's pretty inspiring. And so he went on, you know, collaborating with you know, Korean manufacturers, and, you know, got connected in, you know, Vietnamese sewing factories. So him and his wife actually moved to Vietnam for 2 years, and you know, so he can have a close watch in his production, you know, company, making sure that his backpacks are, you know, and his specs are, you know, the way that he created it. So, you know, it's a very successful man, and I highly recommend this pack, especially for women. This pack is really designed for women's, you know, body and our hip area. So, out of all the backpacks I've had, this has got to be my favorite backpacking backpack. What else do I have? I have my Merrell hiking boots. I've worn these boots, you know, in San Francisco. I'm an avid hiker, and so this is pretty much broken in. I don't recommend that you have new boots and you start trekking the Annapurna Circuit. It's going to hurt your feet. I have my fanny pack, right? This is where I'm going to keep all my cash, my passport, all important documentation. Just really important to keep this, you know, around you. You'll never know what'll happen, especially if you shower in tea houses and you leave your backpack. Sure, they have, you know, padlocks that they rent to you, I think, and you know, but you still need to keep your, you know, your most important valuables with you at all times. What else? I'm gonna bring one of these, you know, like a pillow, and I'm also to use as a pillow. And I'm also gonna bring one of these. So I definitely don't want to use the pillows up on at the tea houses. Don't want to lay my head on it. And one of the reasons why a mask is important is because I've watched a YouTube video and I hear that in these tea houses they have spiders like as big as your hand, right? That's pretty scary. Definitely don't want any spiders landing on my eye, so make sure that you bring a mask, pillow, don't weigh nothing but a pound. What else do I have? I have 2 candles, outdoor candles, that'll last 5 hours each. They have blackouts, brownouts up in tea houses, and you know, it's just really wise to bring a candle with you. Plus it's good for meditation in the evening, meditation in the morning. I've got 2 emergency blankets that I'm bringing with me, and I also have a 6-inch light stick that'll last for 12 hours. Okay? Women, really, really important for me. That is, I brought 30 panty liners, and I've got my blooming cup, aka Diva cup, and you'll never know. You know, you might, you know, your cycle might arise when you're in the mountains, and you know you got to be prepared. Panty liners are great. Bring some. I've got a towel. I've got a packed towel. It's 100% polyester, and it is it dries really, really quickly. I got it at REI. Excuse me, 85% polyester and 15% nylon. It dries really quickly, like in an hour. Well, I think too that's depending on the weather. So I've got a towel. I brought 1 hat, my favorite hat. What do I have here? I brought 1 beanie, 1 scarf, 1 handkerchief, 6 pairs of underwear, 4 pair of shorts, of socks, and what else? I've got first aid kit. I've got adhesive tape, I've got gauze, I've got a nail clipper, some, what is that, tweezers, you know, I've got triple antibiotic, you know, is that what it says? Yeah, triple antibiotic. I think for me the most important thing in here is, well, they're all important, but bring a wound sealer. Just in case you get a cut, a bad cut, you know, you're your own doctor, so make sure that you have all the basic needs that you need to, you know, band-aid and nurture your wound, right? I've got a burn creamer gel in there and some alcohol wipes, right? Just basic first aid. And I've got, you know, what you need. Toothbrush and so forth, right? I recommend bringing a whole thing of dental floss and, you know, your comb and This right here, this is so crucial. I mean, there's two things you don't want to happen when you're traveling. One, you don't want a toothache, and two, you don't want a dry lip, right? So this is very useful in cold weather and hot weather. I always have this with me, no matter what. What else? I have a water bottle, and I also have my platypus. This platypus holds 3 liters of water. I'll probably fill it up to 1 liter or 2 liter. I like to have water with me at all times. So, you know, I'm bringing this and I'm bringing this. Again, it's up to you. You can refill your water at every tea houses. What else? Oh. I'm bringing a container with me. And every Asian person has a chopstick. One of the reasons why I'm bringing a container is they do give you a whole lot of food at these tea houses. I don't like to waste food, so for me the idea is to put my leftover in here and possibly eat it later on, you know, later in a day. And one, you can save money, and two, you're not wasting any food. So I'm bringing these container and, you know, a hair tie that keeps it really sealed. What else? Indica. Indica's coming with me. It's my mascot. And, you know, I have some drugs. No, these aren't drugs. I have Aleve in case I get a headache. And I have what appears to be a bag of cocaine, but it's not. It's baby powder. You know, I want to keep baby fresh. You know I'm not going to be sweating up in Nepal because it's winter, but, you know, I like to, you know, stay fresh. And, oh, did I forget something? Daisy, pwedeng pakikuha yung mga passport ko doon tsaka yung pera ko sa on top of the thing. Oh, forget it. Damn, this is bad. Hold on. So what I did forget was, I forgot this. Oops. So, I mean, yeah, I could be looking like a, you know, I'm either a drug addict or a dope dealer. I mean, I've got a lot of cash and, you know, some what appears to be drugs, but they're not. So, and you want to also bring Q-tips. So those are just all for my hygiene purposes and, you know, in case I get a headache. You know, you want to bring your passport, of course, and you want to bring cash. And what's important too is that you bring 3 2x2 passport photographs. Why? One, you'll need it for Nepalese visa. The second one, you also need 2 permits. So you'll need an Annapurna conservation area permit, and you'll also need Trekker's Information Management Services permit. So those are the 2 permits that you need in order to explore the Annapurna Circuit trek. So 3, make sure you have this. And, you know, they have, you know, agency fees and so forth for $4.50. And they also have a map that you can purchase anywhere from $2 to $7 depending on, you know, the kind of map that you need. What else do I have? I have a headlamp. I have a, I'm not sure if I'm going to bring this, but it's a universal adapter. I've got all my technologies in here. I've got, sadly, I only have one charger, which can charge up 4 times. I've got 10 hours of GoPro battery time. And, you know, I'm just hoping that, I'm hopeful that this is enough. And if I run out of batteries, then I run out of batteries. I know and heard that in trekking tea houses, they don't have outlets, they don't have electricity. So, and being that this is going to be in a cold weather, you know, we might, it's gonna eat up my battery life. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and pack all my battery up and put it in the center of my bag. So to, you know, to try to maintain the battery life. Hopeful that that'll work. So that's that. What else do I need? Oh, this really, you really can't use this. Not sure why this is here, but I could bring this, but if I do, you know, my trip will be postponed and, you know, we don't want to, pretty good. We don't want to do that. So in terms of clothing, I'm bringing one pair of pants, 100% polyester. I'm bringing one tight. I'm bringing one shorts. I'm gonna wear my tights under my shorts. I've got my rain pants. I've got my raincoat. I've got a vest. I also have brought 4 thermal, and I brought 4 t-shirts and 1 camisole, right? I'm gonna reduce that. Again, I'm trekking from, you know, I'll be out backpacking anywhere from 3 weeks to 6 weeks. So I wanna be prepared. And, you know, I'll also bring some Ziploc bags with me to put my dirty clothes in a Ziploc bag. But, you know, pretty much all of this I'm gonna be carrying with me the entire time. So with all of my gears, and I put it in my bag, it weighs about 14 pounds, plus the water I'm gonna haul, which is about, I don't know, 2 liters, you know, so I'll be carrying anywhere, you know, definitely less than 17 pounds, you know, as I continue on my trekking journey. And the things that I'm gonna get in Nepal, perhaps in Kathmandu or in Pokhara, I'm going to get several things. One, I'm going to get a down jacket because I'm definitely gonna need it. I'm really glad that I didn't buy a down jacket in the United States because it's pretty much a ripoff. It's what? Anywhere from $99 to $600, whereas you can buy it in Kathmandu or Pokhara for like $25. I returned my trekking pole that cost me $189 at REI and going to happily purchase one in Nepal for what? Anywhere from $7 to $10. And I'm going to buy gloves. 2 important things that I need to get there too are elevation pills and water filtration pills. So those are the things that I'm going to get, and I am hopeful that I, you know, go into a store that has all of these things, right? So that's pretty much all I need. Oh yeah, and just little things like hand sanitizer and wipes is what I'm gonna need. So yeah, that pretty much sums up my pack list. I'm looking forward to, you know, journeying. I leave tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to transitioning into a new year, you know, spending time with, you know, in another country. I'm excited about meeting, you know, people and engaging in the community, and definitely talking to travelers, and, you know, but most importantly, I'm very excited and grateful to be journeying solo. There's a lot of things that we learn when we, you know, when we go on an adventure on our own. We get closer into our purpose. We gain access to, you know, deeper love for ourselves, and, you know, it's definitely it's a healing journey, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it. Stay positive, stay pumped, and, you know, visit Nepal, and, you know, I'm hoping that all of you get to visit Nepal one day, and yeah, I'll see you all on the other side. Namaste. Say namaste, Indy. Namaste.